Welcome to Shop Talk for Thursday, March 13th. I have a few classes to share with you and then more information about Spring Fling and some of the things that we have to share with you for that event. For the classes that we have our So Social on Monday, March 17th. Then on the Tuesday, we have our side hustle bag again. We had a lot of fun this last month putting them together, and so we're going to have one more class for the side hustle. And then on Wednesday, the 19th, you can also join me for the side seam designs. And those are the little bows that you put on the sides of your shirts. Most of the time we get them from Juju, but you can get one from Etsy that has maybe cute little bunny ears or some other design. And during that class, we'll learn how to put them on our shirts and some of my best practices. So that's the classes that we have going on for this week. And then our other big news is our tickets for Spring Fling are just around the corner here on Saturday, March 15th. And you can find all the information that you need for Spring Fling on our website. It has your descriptions and the cost. That way you can talk to your friends or figure out what classes work best for you. That way on Saturday, when you actually go to purchase the tickets, you already kind of know your plan and can get the tickets that you need. I thought I would share a few of the different sessions that we'll have for Spring Fling. So one of them is that our shoelaces have made a return. We're going to do the serger laces, and these are made completely with our serger machines and the rolled hem. And also in that class, we're going to make these cute little denim baskets, and those also are made completely with our sergers. And then one of the other sessions that we have that's new this year is our barn quilts. And our barn quilts are made out of wood. What we have with our new laser is that we can actually cut all the pieces out individually, and then you can paint them, and then we just put them back together kind of like a puzzle. And that way we can get these amazing clean lines with each of our pieces. And you have this really cool art that you can put in your sewing space or maybe on your front porch. And they're a really nice size. So just a couple more things about Spring Fling since we are right here ready to get our tickets sold. All right, so then let's see what's up with our fabrics. This week's fabric comes from Benartex and it's called Transparent Watercolors. It's a really neat blend of fabrics. I really see using this more in applique or embroidery because the designs on each fabric are a lot smaller so that you can really get the gist of the design in some of the pieces that we have to make in embroidery when we're making mug rugs, or in applique when we have the different shapes that we're trying to create. All of these prints have a really neat look to them, but the designs are a lot smaller, and these fabrics would also work really well as a blender. So if you need something that reads more solid but has a little bit of texture to it so you get a little bit of movement in your quilt, this line of fabric would be great. The colors are great for spring with the yellows and all the pastels in it. So just a really fun set of fabric to use on some of our upcoming projects. This month is National Quilting Month, and Baby Lock has some really great deals on some of their quilting machines. And this week we're going to take a look at the Ballad. The Ballad is really up in the list of the quilting machines. We have the Chorus that's one higher, but the price point on the Ballad is great for the neck space that we get and the nice large screen that's on these machines. It has a lot of great functions. It makes it a little bit easier to do some of the quilting because it has a little bit bigger neck. They have an MSRP of $64.99, and we normally sell them for $499.99, right at $5,000. And right now for this month, Baby Lock has them for $44.99. So you really have a great savings on a machine that would be great to have for your piecing. These also work great for our bag making because they have a little bit more space and they're just a little bit tougher for sewing through some of that thicker material. All right, before we leave, I just wanted to make sure that you are reminded that our tickets for Spring Fling go on sale Saturday, March 15th, and that any of the information that you need for Spring Fling, the session list, the cost of each session, all of those things can be found on our website, and we're really looking forward to you joining us for that really, really fun event. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't touch. anything. I don't have that balance while ago. I think I was too. Don't breathe. I love sneakers. No, I told you it wasn't glued down because I wanted to show them at club. So as you can see, none of the pieces are glued in, so that it makes it really easy for assembly later, especially when you drop it on the floor. Thanks so much for joining us. It's all fine. We have a map to put all the pieces back together. It's like I'm missing a piece. That's the worst. But I found it.